How to make money growing vegetables. There are multiple different ways that you can make money growing vegetables. For instance, you may have a small plot of land and want to sell produce directly to your customers through roadside stands, farmers markets, and community-supported agriculture. For the environmentally conscious, there are opportunities to establish a farm-to-table business by selling your products directly to local restaurants, grocery stores, and markets. Regardless of how you decide to sell your vegetables, it is essential that you create a productive vegetable garden. Establishing a productive vegetable garden. Plant your vegetables in raised garden beds. If you want to have a higher yield from your garden, you should grow crops in raised garden beds. Raised gardens can produce up to 4 times as much as a standard garden, and are perfect for those looking to make money off of their vegetable garden. This is because the soil is deep, loose, and fertile. Raised beds also allow you to plant more vegetables in a smaller area because you don't have to leave room for walking paths. You can purchase the supplies necessary to make a raised garden bed at a garden supply store. Typically raised beds are sold in kits and can be semi-complete, i.e. supply aluminum siding, but you provide the lumber, or complete kits which come in cedar, composite wood, recycled plastic, etc. Instructions on how to construct the bed will be included in the kit, too. Raised beds range in depth, starting at around 6 inches. Generally, the deeper the bed the better and fuller the plants will grow. If you plan to put a raised garden bed on concrete, you should look to get a deep bed no less than 10 to 12 inches. 3. Pay attention to spacing. Avoid planting vegetables in rows or square patterns. Instead, try staggering your plants by planting them in triangles. This strategy will allow you to grow 10 to 14% more plants. That being said, you should not plant them too close together because this could cause the plant to stagnate in growth and not reach its full size and diminish its yield. Research the vegetables you are planning to grow and make sure you space them far enough apart to gain the maximum yield. 5. Read the seed packets. They will give specific information regarding planting and spacing. 6. Grow compatible crops together. Some plants grow best when planted near other crops. For example, corn, beans, and squash are considered compatible crops because the corn stalks help to support pole beans and the squash can grow underneath the corn, which provides shade and prevents the spread of weeds. Other compatible crops include tomato, basil, and onion. Water regularly. Make sure that your vegetable plants do not dry out. You should try to water deeply and then allow them to partially dry, before watering again. Inconsistent watering can reduce yields in most vegetables, and certain vegetables, such as cucumber and lettuce, will taste bitter. The best way to water a vegetable garden is by installing a drip irrigation system and setting it on a timer so that plants get water at the same time each day. Weed the garden frequently. Weeds will compete with your vegetable plants for water, sunlight, and space. If you want to have a productive garden, it is a good idea to eliminate all weeds as they appear. This will leave more room for your vegetable plants to grow. In the early spring, while vegetable plants are still small, you should weed the garden about once per week. 10. By the height of the summer you will not need to weed as frequently. It is a good idea to check in on your vegetable garden daily and pull out weeds as they appear. Weeds are easiest to pull out when they are still relatively small, making it important to monitor your garden for weeds on a regular basis.